everyone, it's Mrs. Ginn. I'm really excited about today's book. This is one of my favorite stories. It's called On Top of Spaghetti. Now, this book is as much fun to listen to as it is to read, so I hope you enjoy it. Our author and illustrator is Paul Brett Johnson. And that means that he wrote the words and he drew the pictures. So, let's listen to our story. Howdy, folks. Welcome to Yodeler Jones Spaghetti Emporium and Musical. You're just in time to hear about the big sneeze. It all started when they put in that fried fritter franchise next door. I couldn't haul in a customer with a line and pole. Yodeler, I said to myself, it's time to upgrade the menu. So, I set out to make the most delicious meatball this side of Sicily. But the dad-blasted thing didn't stick around long enough for a taste test. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody, achoo, sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor. And then my poor meatball rolled right out the door. For all I knew, my entire future depended on that runaway meatball. I just had to have a bite. I was hot on the trail when it flew into the Piggly Wiggly. And it hit poor Miss Jenkins smack dab in the squash. Pardon my meatball, I said. And then I told her my tale. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. That wasn't the end of it, though not by a monkey's tail. My meatball went a whooshing and a whizzing, and this time it landed in front of the sheriff's office. Pardon my meatball, I said. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. Next thing I knew, my meatball zinged all the way to the ballpark. By the time I caught up with it, somebody was just about ready to chomp down. Pardon my meatball, I said, on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody squeezed. That meatball shot to the outfield. Boomerang whizzed by shortstop, flew over the pitcher's mound, and headed off directly for home plate. Bubba Jr. was up to bat. This must be Bubba Jr. Talk about your home run. My meatball zoomed through the wild blue yonder. And where do you think it landed? It rolled in the garden and under a bush. And then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. Yodeler said to myself, you might as well put up a for sale sign. And then lo and behold, a miracle happened. That mush was as tasty could be. And by the next day, it grew into a tree. The tree was all covered with beautiful moss. It grew great big meatballs with tomato sauce. That tree's got tomato sauce hanging off of it. And it's growing meatballs. Know what? Those were the most delicious meatballs this side of Sicily. Nowadays, plenty of folks stop in for a bellyful. I always tell them, though, if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatball and don't ever achoo sneeze. Well, I love that book. It's fun to read. And it makes me think, could you imagine if you had a meatball and spaghetti tree planted in your backyard? That'd be pretty cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to that story as much as I did reading it. Bye, everyone.